And welcome back. We're picking up where we left off last time in the old world in our attempt to do Polytheistic Greece. Honestly, getting to it quicker than I was expecting, but we are 3 years off of monasticism, which allows us to do polytheism, allows us to build a shrine in every city instead of one of each type of shrine, so we can get a lot more shrines out. In addition, we've just gone ahead and acquired our first barbarian outpost occupying ruins of a city site. So we can get a 4th city, which is one more than we had in the last run. So this one is already off to a better start. Numidians. Let us observe their ways and traditions, which was objective to make peace with a tribe or become cunning. Let's make peace with the tribe. I'm gonna need 2 orders to do that. Order that, and I need training. Okay, so I need to get a 2nd order to make that worthwhile. But let's cycle the turn, given what we know. Okay, we're not necessarily about to have our monarch die. Although we might be about to have a monarch die. It's, we are severely ill. Obviously, if we die, this mission is going to cancel. And there is a chance that we're going to die. I think I'm on low enough difficulty that it actually gives me a warning that I am doomed if I'm going to die. So take that with a grain of salt. I'm not actually sure we're... a high suspicion we're not going to die. Let's try this anyway. Okay, so that's our 2 orders on you. Do we have enough to afford the settler? I can move enough. I can make that work. Sell off some stone. And then we'll buy the settler. Okay, you can heal in situ. I actually got a lot of orders, so we can get these guys moving. Get them back into friendly territory where they can heal. We found more Numidians down there, yeah. So I think it's the Numidians I probably want to be more friendly with than the Thracians. Because I got an somewhat exposed city to them, whereas we've got a pretty defensible marsh-laden border, the Thracians. Aspirations of the governor. Cunning and debauched, or +1 wisdom and corrupt. I'd probably support debauched more. I think we go clear that shrub and do the mine there. We're still doing that treaty. We're still severely ill. Do you want to do the scouting or do you want to move the army? Move the army unit. Carthage has begun construction of a lighthouse. Our influence mission has led to an event, although we are now doomed. Make a courtier. They become endeared to us. Well, if we weren't about to die, I would go with endeared, because that was the entire point of doing that mission, was to try to raise their opinion of us, so that we could try to sign a tribal peace. But we've just been told we're dying next turn. So we'll take a courtier in there, in the court. As far as achieving our goals, we want to go through phalanx. Phalanx is Hickman. Because it's the only way to citizenship, yeah. Divine rule. Change of heart. Bell the night, rebels come and gone, leaving the court with debts to pay. Queen becomes disappointed with us. I will speak to the queen about frugality. Or I can spend 3 orders if I was daring. Just have her become disappointed in us, because again, we know we are doomed to die. We are doomed to die, we're gonna die. Get slums, close the gate. Might as well get some slums. I will choose the placement myself. I'm gonna place it there. Okay. Tempted to go for another camp and more grain. But at the same time, I want that garrison going. For more orders. The trapper is complete. Okay, so we don't have any... I've got a citizen, so I can do a specialist, but I don't have any special... particularly special sites. Stone is worth a little bit more than metal, but metal is also we get higher output on it, so that's probably the better one. From an actual output standpoint, although if I do that one, do quarry there, and then do it again, it gives us to the horses. Which will be nice when we have husbandry. We don't actually have husbandry yet. Yeah, based on that, let's do the stone. Okay, we can see the Numidians are down here. Decent number. And again, we're going through our orders pretty quickly, which is why we're trying to do things that generate more orders if I can. Oh, thanks, Twitch chat, for saying welcome back. Sorry for being a bit slow at noticing the chat. I got them on 2 different monitors. Anyway, the king is dead, long live the queen. And the governor that is debauched is now ill. And the queen is, the queen mother is now ill. So we've got 20 years to get those both done. Long live the queen. Shield breaker. Wisdom, courage, or discipline. This is actually, we're going to get rid of a negative, which I should probably do. I should probably try to get rid of our discipline problem. So let's do that. Queen becomes the prosperous, so more money everywhere. Fierce. Encourage artisans to move to the capital. Get the free work on the capital. Conspiracy. Worrisome rumors reach the court that concern a popular hero. Claim that she is forming a plot to remove you from power. Okay. Governor can be robust, equestrian. Oh, this is also my mother. So we know she's ill. She might not actually last very long. 1 science per culture level, mounted, or orders. We're going to go with the order one here. +1 order is useful, short term. And we're not quite sure how long she's going to live, so... Let's get another diplomat going. Go the orator there. Okay. Let's distribute her in the capital. You need to pick something to produce. Again, we're at another point where I wanted to do another law pass because I wanted to get Polytheism up. If that's the case, I probably want to do council. So let's do council. Have you run over and do the elephants? Half an order is nice. There's a lot of orders to spend right off the beginning there, but I think in the long run, short run, it's expensive. I'm going to have you run over there, and this is where we're going to put our Shrine of Poseidon. We got 1 order left. Yeah, we go through orders real quick. And we are on a bit of a timer for those. The Midians like us a little bit better than they did like our father, so we can try again to influence the Numidians. Might try to save a little bit of the orders on the next one for influence the Numidians there. Feeling on the wind? Okay. Let's buy enough food that we can do that. Philosophy, politics. This is the princess. I'm gonna go ahead and do philosophy. We can get XP, or we can pay money to either make Egypt like us. Less unusual day. Someone arrives unexpectedly with the proposition, a figure trailing behind him in chains. Recently, you've captured an Egyptian, passed through our territory. Given that you've dealt fairly with us in the past, we offer her life if you want it. It's something we cannot presently afford. Take the XP. Build the hanging gardens, establish a state religion, or enact 4 laws. We're going to try to go for the 4 laws here. And again, want more civics so we can work towards more laws. Then on the diplomacy stage, need a little bit more money for that. Let's sell off some, because I'm not using this iron at the moment. Let's sell the iron off to do the influence here. Landmark discovered. Got the training, I'll probably go with that option. Ancient site. Raise the city, preserve the site, and learn its history, or we can become pious. I'm gonna go with the extra science. Set ourselves up on that gold. We can harvest it next time. Actually, I can harvest it now. Let's harvest it now. Gonna have you, once again, we're gonna go for orders, so we're gonna do the garrison. And I have the civics now to pick up Polytheism, so we're gonna pick up Polytheism. We don't yet have the culture to pick up treasury or archive. I don't think I need the training. I think we're actually going to do the civics here again, just because I don't have anything I want to build at the city at the moment. Do you want to send the 2 out to deal with the barbarians, or do you want to wait for my 3rd? I think I want to wait for my 3rd. So, when the settler comes over, we're going to want to start with the 3rd. Empty city site? Guess that's my city site now. I should try to educate the heir apparent, tutor child. You're severely ill. Have a job, so you can't do it. You have a job, so you can't do it. That'll work. There we go. Got someone tutoring the child. We do it ourselves, but we're busy trying to do international diplomacy. As you do. We are in the state where we can have you try to negotiate a truce. Back to peace of the Thracians. Training do that? Okay. Oh, we're just going to be wasting the last order here. As you do sometimes. Governor of Alexandria has died in office. Okay. So we may want to replace the governor. You want to come down here. Not quite sure which hex we want you to be on. Yeah, not sure on which of those two. It's definitely one of those two. The moment you move there. Worker. Okay, so you finished up the elephant. If I'm going to do the Shrine of Hades, because I don't necessarily need culture right now, it's probably going to be someplace next to mountains, so the city needs to expand to the mountains. Honestly, it will be expanding southward if I get enough patience. So we're not going to do you there. Don't have husbandry to you. Well, you can get all the way down there for 3. That's a bit aggressive, but I think that'll work. We'll just do that. The other thing I was thinking of doing with a worker, and I might actually be doing it with this worker, is now that we have Polytheism, we can run multiple shrines of Poseidon. We got a decent amount of coastline here, so we might as well get the bonus from the second one. I don't have the food for that, although I could buy the food for that. That's tempting, although that's maybe taking a little bit of tiles away from you. Well, as I was concerned, I'd probably want the capital to be bigger than the expand anyway. Yeah, so the marble. Is marble a luxury, or is it just a... Marble is not a luxury, so I'm not getting a luxury from it. And then the elephants aren't I think elephants are strategic, actually. So they'll be giving us access to elephant troops. You're idle. You don't have citizens, although I am definitely interested in doing more citizens with you. So let's do the festival to get the growth. Probably do want a specialist on you, and maybe even you. Do the festival as well. The weaker festival here. Weaker festival here. Although I have a citizen here, so we're just waiting for the slot, right? I do have a thing to get to 4 laws. We've got 2. We've got a 3rd unlocked. I still got to unlock a 4th for enact 4 laws, but maybe should be saving up some civic. So let's do council. And we've got 2 spare orders. We've already influenced them. And our diplomat already has a mission outbound. Okay. So I can come, and I can do a tutor mission. So let's do a tutor mission with the queen. Why am I not allowed to do a tutor mission? Because she's already being tutored? Maybe. Or maybe not all the monarchs can do a tutor mission. Might be dependent upon what traits I have. I have different traits than our previous monarch did. Let's try to influence you and get you up to... I need a little more money for that, and I don't have enough money for that. Fair enough. I guess I'm gonna have to use those orders on troops then. Let's add a general to... Oh, can't because I don't have the training. Okay. Decided what to use those 2 orders on. Throwing rocks at the neighbors. Let's do 2. Probably means they're close enough for everybody to get charged. Yeah. Yeah, let's take the truce. Come back down. Here in the city, I think we're still going to do council. Because again, we want more civics. At some point we're going to want you running over, but waiting for you. And then you're still 2 turns out. Guess we'll just have you guys run up and take a swing. Actually, there's 6 orders. Requires minimum pleased. So they don't actually like me enough. Let's go try to influence you, the queen, because we want to get peace with one of them in 16 years. The 6 technologies is easy enough. So in 3 we'll have phalanx down. We just got to pick one that we can finish in 13 turns. That shouldn't be too hard. Although it might be hard enough that we don't complete it. Then I got 4 orders. If I have, let's replace governors. You know, sure. We'll go, or do you want the queen someplace else? What's our open governor slots? You're open. Just that one. Anyway, I probably want the queen over here over the one that we haven't built yet, so let's put the queen in this one. Yeah, it still leaves us with 2 orders. I'm gonna guess we're just gonna use this. Unless I want to take the... Let's take one of these luxuries off and send it someplace else. Because I don't, we're happy enough here, we don't need it here. Take the literature back for the moment. And taking it back doesn't cost any orders, okay. Sending it is going to cost some. Yeah, sending costs some. So we've got 1 luxury not assigned, and we are out of orders. Tribal raid for the Thracian outpost. Okay. Rebuke, rebuke, or shrug. Okay, so we're gonna rebuke someone. Who do we not like? Rula or the princess? Well, the courtesan's the courtesan, so the princess. You're going to be the queen, so next queen, so having you be righteous is not terrible. We've got a citizen here. Let's get a stonecutter going. Oh, because I need 30 food. I can work that. And then to make some food, instead of doing the mine, I'm going to do the farm next. Of course, ping-ponging back and forth between having plenty of orders and not having enough, as you tend to do. Into an event. Give them an owe us a favor. Give them civics, give them an owe us a favor. Make them endeared for both, and we become a diplomat stopping an order. I would like to do both. So I'd like to do this one. What's order specifically giving us? +1 opinion per culture level. Religious opinion at the moment. And if the family is friendly, get us an order. Where we'd swap instead to diplomat, which notably as a leader is going to give us big foreign opinion bonuses with the tribes and the foreign leaders. Yeah, that'll help with the 4 laws. Okay, so I want to have the money to buy the food. I don't have the money to buy the food. There's no way I have enough money to buy the food. I could probably double the treasury, but that's not going to be enough. So we got to go with I have a favor owed. Okay. Not what I want, but it's what we're getting. Don't always get what you want. Okay, so which of the 3 do we want over here? We got ore, we got incense, we have horses. I see no precious metals over here, at least on this expand. We start taking stuff from the Dominions, we got precious metals. And if we ever take control of that gap, we have precious metals. So it doesn't want to be patrons. So we're going to pass up on the patrons. We had a good opportunity for patrons up here, and we had a good one over here, and we had to pass up on them because they were second and third choices. Mines and lumber mills. How many lumber mills do I feel like I'm going to have? Well, this is mostly hills, so we're going to have lots of mines. And salt. Salt is also a mine. Mines and lumber mills. That's what we're going with. Vandals contacted. Escaped prisoners of the Vandals have reached with a band of bounty hunters close behind. The Vandals demand that we return these outlaws so they may face justice. Welcome them like family. They will stay, but they will work. Or I maintain the truce and I become strict. I don't really need the citizens. I don't need the culture. I don't need the war. Although, like, if I was getting legitimacy from the war, I'd probably take on a war option, but I'm going to maintain the truce and become strict. And you're going to probably want a worker, so start with a worker. There. Which, shrines do I have here? Athena, Zeus, and Hades. Science for Athena. We're gonna do science for Athena. Yeah, let's pull back to more defensive locations to heal. If they follow us, they follow us. I don't have the citizens to do more civics specialists. So if I want more citizens, I need more festivals to get more growth. So that's probably what we're doing. Yeah. Oh, actually, no. Let's get the treasury going for the actual money. And I've got no orders left. Anyway, we're definitely looking a little bit happy with the neighbors. So if we can remember to, we should negotiate a peace with the one that likes us the most. The Vandals like us the most, so we'll negotiate peace with the Vandals. Let's go over to Phalanx. So we've got access to tier 2 units. They've got a religion. The Midian is ill. Military drill or husbandry? Well, I've got pastures. Pastures are going to provide us orders. Husbandry takes the cake. And that will get us this one done because it'll be done in 4 turns. Good to see. Making peace with the tribe. Send that off. I've got an idle worker. Give me the worker. What do I want the worker to do? I think we're going to do our shrine to Zeus. Buy more stone, do the shrine to Zeus. Finish you healing, or heal you more, finish you healing. Get you moving. I got 2 orders. Let's assign the luxury. Here. No longer ill, fully required. Bow of Plenty. As governor, growth. As leader, family opinion, because they've been famous. Or humble. And just a one-off growth. We're going to go the first one. Family opinion when they're the leader is going to be useful. And we're sort of teeing them up to be a governor. Making no secret attraction to you. I suppose we're going to get extra civics. That works. You want to build the mine. For more money. I'm going to resist the urge to upgrade these guys to spearmen. We went for the spear tech, or we went for the spearman tech, not to have spearmen because we want the thing behind it. Although it would be an upgrade at the moment, so... Yeah, I think we're still going to do... Or actually, we're going to do the treasury again. Second tier treasury. We have actually... Do we have enough culture here to do the 3rd tier? I don't. But yeah, increase the money we're getting from the treasury. That leaves us with 2 orders. We already have tribal peace pending, right? Yeah. I'll get you one more tutor in. Princess becomes scholar, either becomes witty or bitter, and the other person becomes rising star or bitter. Encourage self-confidence, they become a zealot instead. Or encourage new interests. They become a builder, which is good for being governor. We were thinking about pushing them towards being a governor anyway. Yeah, go with that option. You've become an adult. We could swap him from builder to judge, which has its own benefits, yes. Or we can make you inspiring. We give you hold court. We'll swap you over to judge instead. And we did negotiate this piece, or start this action to do a piece. So 50% chance to become foolish, but we will get our piece. And we lose a little legitimacy, which I think is fine. Because we're going to get 10 for, or 5 for the legacy when completing. Cooperation. Make peace with the tribe. Some months ago, unbeknownst to you, chance to hear one of your more rousing public speeches since that time you've begun to see more and more vandals engaging in public spaces. Given that, perhaps it's no surprise that he comes to you with an offer of collaboration. In short, he's willing to send some of his ministers to your court for a year if you could see your way clear to help fund his expansive initiatives. Sure. Well, I'm not rich enough to do, because I spent it, obviously. We can sell off some of the iron, and we're going to do the... Sell off a little bit. Control, not Alt. Helps if you're hitting the right hotkey. Get the Shrine of Hades here. Heal in place? I'm going to have you heal in place. At this point, I want more citizens, so we continue the city expansion. That's going to be best done with Festival. You've got your Acolyte. It's not going to be much to get it up to Master, which is another half in order, so we like that. Here we go. I want to get another law passed, so I'm going to hold off on getting that governor replaced so we can do... I'll probably do slavery just to make one of the families happy. Yeah. Do it, because it'll make one of the families happy. I suppose after this one's done with the worker, I probably want to build a settler. Rebels! Rebels in the city. There is yet time. Floors, you do not let Greece turn its back on the gods. Fire offering reach up to the heavens. Shine bright as our piety. We got the wood, we got the money. I don't necessarily like this option because we're not making a lot of wood. Although, the food, actually, this is actually a weird thing for me. Usually food is usually cheap because I have an abundance of it. So we're going with this option just because it's the affordable option that doesn't immediately piss off the Greek pagans. What do I do with my surplus orders right now? An awkward moment. We have more orders than you need. Yeah, we're going slavery here. Because that makes one of our families happier. Anyway, next turn we'll replace the governor, but that's not this turn. Oh, I could, because you haven't done anything, you've just merged. You can get a general added to. And if you got a general added to, I can technically be thinking about the experiment upgrade, but we're not going to do that. You're not of age. You are, or you're not 10, and you're too old. Oh, I could propose that you get a marriage. Oh no, I don't have the civics for that. Never mind. Trade mission. Get a trade mission going. And an influence going. And still using the 2 extra orders, but that's fine. Blood has occurred. We've discovered husbandry. Lighthouse has been completed by Carthage. Egypt's at war the Vandals. Tutoring has completed, giving us +1 courage on someone. And the Duke is severely ill. Completed the legacy of Ptolemy. Got our 6 technologies. We'll come back to this one. Culture, happiness. We'll go happiness. Rule gods. Your hero can become slighted, lowering their opinion of us by 100. Or we can go hunt for heretics. Been summoned in the wake of the flood. Once she promised the deference to the gods, the only way to save Greece. And so deference was given. Yet any signs of divine protection appears elusive. The gods are yet angry. There are those yet to anger them. No. Go back to your shrines. Do I place the Shrine to Hades for culture or for territorial expansion? There would be the best culture. That would be good territorial expansion. It would be the lowest culture. And that would sort of be a halfway point between the two. That's definitely not. It's one of those two. Max the culture, max the new expansion. I'm gonna go for the max expansion. You might decide differently than I do. Okay, for the moment, have you work on a quarry. Polis. Move towards forestry or citizenship for divine rule. I suppose we've been doing good enough with just not having forestry. Well, we got lucky lumber mill event, right? So let's do citizenship. So, oh, and that costs 4 orders. So we've already lost the opportunity to press that one. Fair enough. Oh, because we're traditional, we can press that button. We'll press that button. Okay. And we've lost the general here that was providing us with one out of territory heal. So I'm going to move back into territory to heal. I wish I had more orders so I don't need to move, but ongoing conflict there is more valuable than I think the person who actually can't. We can get you closer to the rebel, but because of the flood, we can't actually get you to a position that we'd want you to be in. I'm going to start on the trappers. The trappers are giving us growth if I do them. Yeah, let's do that one for the growth. Which will help us get more citizens, which will help us do more specialists around and around the merry-go-round goes. Okay, so to get our 4th law, I need to tech into a 4th law. And I suppose citizenship is a 4th law, because we can do divine rule. There we go. So the flood should go away. Flood has ended. Master, we probably want foreign opinion. You. Governor. Given the current circumstances, you probably want courage because you want to be getting some troops going. We got inbound hostiles. Half an order on all cities for robust. Half a science in all cities per culture level. We're gonna go robust. I think the orders are more valuable right now. Get another quarry going. Buy enough stone to get a slinger going. I apparently need troops on both sides of the country at the moment, so I need more troops. That's basically what I've worked out there. Put that together. 2 and 2 together and find out we need more. Empty governorship, empty governorship. You're more valuable to have a governor in. Definitely would have been doing better if the Ptolemy had actually finished his ambitions instead of his daughter, but... Iron for orders. Do have decent ironers. Or decent iron. And orders is very valuable. Yeah, do iron for order. Hey, but we're actually reasonably rich. Yeah, we'll take the peace. That'll decrease the raiders coming in. We know we got more raiders coming in, but it'll delay the next one. Marriage! With, presumably the princess. Yes. 15 science, 3 charisma... 30 stone. Don't need the stone that badly. Go for the science. Don't negotiate national peace. I don't have enough to do another governor. So honestly, right now I have too many orders, but that's because I don't have enough people to do orders with, not because I don't want that many orders. We've got more troops spawning. At some point I probably want to go up to 3 both sides. I probably want to go up to 6 troops. And at some point we're going to want our settler, and the settler's going to have a long way to run to get over here. I'm going to get another worker going. I think we have a raid coming in there too, which is going to be a concern. I suppose at some point I need to put a road through. Probably take one of these workers and start working on that. So is this the... This is the second line. Politics. So I now have husbandry, so I can do the horses for more orders. Yeah, let's do the horses for more orders. I think you have incoming troubles. Let's get a warrior going for you. Assuming we don't lose anyone here, I think you're good on the troops. I'm going to splurge. We're going to get the settler going here. Don't have developing culture for another 3 turns. We can rush it out after 3 turns at that point. Same sort of logic down there. You can't rush it out until you got developing culture. I can have only one cancel the target one, although that was probably the better of the 2 choices, so that's fair. You're busy currently with your existing national peace. No, I can get a governor. What do we have available? I'll use me with 4 orders, but that's just what I'm going to have to accept. And I've got surplus. And it's good to have surplus orders because we got lots of units that didn't really move that turn. If we had to do a bunch of moving instead of fighting in short distances, we would have been going through orders a lot faster. I'm going to cycle the turn. We're going to introduce the events for the next turn, and then I think we will be taking our part break. As another hour has gone rolling by. So there's the incoming raid. The world moves on the back of trade. Fall back for prosperous, we get +1 discipline, so that's good. That actually saves us a bunch of money. Oh, we get that twice because it's both fallbacks for prosperous. I think it was going to give us 2 traits. Oh no, he's also getting the same thing. He also has prosperous. Cool. So we've got peace with the Egyptians. We got peace with one of the nomads. We've got peace with the Numidians, although they're a bit grumpy. We don't have enough to make peace with you. Let's get another... we'll come back to that. Like mother, like daughter. Okay, so that's not even a decision, we just get humble. Okay.
سبحوا الله في القديسين سبحوه في جلاد قواته.
I'm not sure what I want to do with this worker. The places I really want to work are under the trouble, let's just say. We'll go over there too, mine. Okay, let's do my troops. My troops are a little bit more important to get their stuff underway. I think you can promote without any drawback. Herbalist gives you bonus to heal, which you're about to do, so that sounds like a good plan.
سبحوا الله في القديسين سبحوه في جلاد قواته.
We're in, oh, that's not good. Definitely need that heal if I'm going to deploy that close, so we're going to do the heal instead. Okay, and now these are the orders that I can freely use on you. I'm tempted to put a road on the camp, even though we technically don't need it there because of if I'm trying to connect cities for transit reasons. But because it's only for transit reasons, we'll hold off. Okay, so you go over there, add a road. Okay, you start moving to do that repair. That's the turn. And before I get carried away, I just realized I was going to only do the events I did the whole turn. If you're watching on YouTube, we'll have another part up tomorrow. I think this one's going off to a better start, which isn't surprising. We are 4 going on 5 cities already. We've got 4 cities. We've got the 5th location locked down. We don't have the largest of the foreign powers right on our border circling us from all sides. So I think this is off to a much better start than the last one, which only made 4 parts before I decided it was time to start over. And yeah, we got one more law to enact. So in 7 years, assuming our queen does not die in those 7 years, we probably enact that law. We get another ambition done, and things are off to an even better position. If you're watching on YouTube, we'll have a part up tomorrow. If you're watching on Twitch, feel free to hang around. We're at the midstream break where I go make a new cup of tea. So I will be back as soon as the tea is brewed. So until the next part, I'm going to wish you all the best of luck and a good time. Catch you all in the next part and or stream, and bye for now.